So, as I say, we have quite a lot of people booked in for this year's detox. So it's definitely going ahead. It's going to start. You have to do 12 days, and basically any time from the 20th of September to the 30th of September, you can start. And once you start, you have to do the 12 consecutive days. And just, I'm only after putting the record on here. So just for people watching this as a recording, you have to watch the video with Dr. Brennan and Dr. Rajvinder that I sent out with all the newsletters. Especially if you haven't done this detox before. If you've done it before, it's probably okay. But if you haven't done it before, you have to watch that video because you have to be sure exactly what it is that you're doing. And if you feel that you mightn't meet the criteria for doing the detox, then you need to talk to Dr. Rajvinder, which she'll set up a very, very quick consultation, maybe 5, 10 minutes, just to go over a few things to make sure that you're eligible to do the detox, you know? So, I don't know what way you want to do this, Rajvinder. There's not so many people. Will we just do a Q&A if anybody has any questions?
I
And
just explained it a little bit so that
okay,
because
okay, you
Downcast
go
and
ahead.
I think Kate, I think new as well. Pamela, Faith, probably yeah. Sai and Priya probably they're not new, but yeah, everybody's maybe new. So what this detox is, yes, as Noel said, definitely listen to the YouTube recording because that explain the process. What is detox doing to the physiology and why it is important, and that give you some motivation to go through the process once you understand what is happening to my physiology. And it also will explain a lot of your questions that will come along the way when you're on the program. And then it's 12 days program, and you receive a booklet and your detox pack. Everything is explained very well in the booklet, so we encourage people to read the booklet before you start the process, so that you understand everything. And we will create a WhatsApp group, and you're welcome to join and ask the questions you have related to detox. If you don't want to share any experience in the WhatsApp group, you can send me message privately, then 12 days to support the process. Because when you're going through the detox, sometimes you go through some pains which wasn't there, and because detox is shifting inflammation, so all of a sudden your old injuries start disturbing you, or you start getting a headache or nausea, or sometimes your bowel movement get very sluggish. So that's all the questions will be answered when you're on the detox. Okay, so don't worry, don't shy. I highly encourage you to ask me anything during the process. I'm there to support. And why we are doing this detox around this time of the year, I just talk a little bit about that. Ayurveda suggests detox twice a year, once in the springtime, and second, the transition of season in between from summer to the autumn. This we call, if you have understanding of Vasa Pitta Kapha, which I'm sure all of you have that understanding. So this is the Pitta aggravation period. Vata Pitta Kapha, we call it dosha. So dosha go through 3 cycles. It go through first accumulation phase, and then it start kind of aggravating and it's pacify. So now we were in summer, and summer was like the pitta time of the year, and pitta slowly accumulate in the body through our food and and through our too much heat in the weather, due to some other habits. We have too much pitta. Now this pitta is gonna aggravate. It's gonna be very bad in the system, like it wants to come out. Before it comes out, it go to the peak. Like if it was 50% in the body, it's probably going to go to 55, 60. And lot of pitta people who are actually high in pitta, they might experience their symptoms are worse, like all of a sudden eczema or digestive issues or headache or migraine. Any pitta problem is flaring up. That is because of naturally pitta is aggravated in the environment, and now pitta is going to pacify. If your habits are good and you're somebody follow Ayurveda, diet is clean, lifestyle is good, you may not have many aggravating symptoms or inflammation. But all of us gather some inflammation due to environmental toxins, due to some other pollution or food or something like that, which we can't avoid. So naturally, we build up some inflammation. So Ayurveda suggests doing this autumn detox so that our pitta is calm. It's not disturbing us in the autumn and winter time, and we transition from pitta to vata time peacefully. and we can look after our vata then in the autumn and winter time. So that's just to calm down this extra pitta in the body. We are taking ghee and going through a process of purge and all that. And why is that? That's all explained in the video. Why ghee? What is ghee is doing to the body? So ghee is kind of helping. First, you're doing fasting. Fasting helps to increase the lipid turnover, which means the extra storage of fat in the body is going to burn up. And there are fat soluble toxins as there are water soluble toxins. So the fat soluble toxins are left, they need to go somewhere. Then so 3 days you're fasting, then you start taking ghee. So this fat soluble toxins who are now wandering in the body, they start moving towards from bloodstream from your tissues to the gut. How that happen? When you're taking ghee and every day you're increasing the dosage, a concentration gradient of fat is built up from your gut to the bloodstream. So as you know, the osmosis process, toxins from the bloodstream go towards the gut and good things from the gut go into tissue. So you form wonderful tissue. And now these toxins has arrived into your gut. Now they need to exit. So that's why you take castor oil and you purge and you exit these toxins. And now you have a brand new gut system. And from this, and then after the purge, you are still fasting for 3 days because you want the formation of the tissues to be start from like fresh start, and it should be a good start. And we encourage you to maintain the good habits. As you maintain the good habits, all the 7 layer of tissues will be formed nicely and clean, and you get rid of inflammation. And lots of people, like, we are doing this detox. I think it's our 4th or 5th year, and we got so much good feedback. People suffer through the process. It's a little bit challenging process for sure, but it's worth going through it, because after that, lots of people say their inflammation is better, and even some people from chronic pain, that is better. There are so many positive feedbacks that so many things gets better at the end of the detox, and that's why we have very regular people who are doing it through every year. They do it, they commit to it. So yeah, so if there'll be any question, anything around that, feel free to ask. You have all the diet and recipes that you follow through the detox. You stick to those recipes as much as possible. And if there is something else you want to try, you can always ask me. But those recipes are chosen especially to help with the detox, to help with this transfer movement of toxins from the gut to the blood and blood to the gut. So that's why these fruits and vegetables are chosen around that time. So that's what the detox is doing to you. And yeah, so then you kind of stay peaceful most of the time, inflammation free in the autumn, because we don't want many pains and aches in the cold season. So that's the other benefit as well. And your immunity is much better, so you get less cold and flu. And if you will be doing spring season, then lots of people who go through hay fever, that is less and less. So there are a lot of benefits doing this detox. Yeah. So people who are doing first time, yeah, it will be challenging, but we are there to support you.
Yeah, thanks for that, Rajvinder. Actually, I mean, Dr. Rajvinder talked about the two detoxes, the spring one and the autumn one. The spring one is really a vata detox, and it's more about restrictive diet and certain herbals. This autumn detox is about eliminating toxins from the body, and that involves the ingestion of ghee. So for people who haven't done that before, ghee is, and this is medicated ghee. It's not just ordinary ghee. Ghee is clarified butter. It's made from cow's milk, but this is Panchanaghritam ghee, so it has certain herbs in it as well. It's not the nicest thing to drink, especially very first thing in the morning when you get out of bed at 6 o'clock or whatever. You have to drink this stuff, but you kind of get used to it, and you take more and more as you go on. The qualities of ghee in Ayurveda, it's very, very revered food stuff. And one of the reasons it's revered is because it's said to go very deeply into the tissues. And that's why we cook with ghee in Ayurveda. And that's why we fry this herbs and spices in ghee, is because then the nutrient value, the intelligence in the herbs and spices is brought very deeply into the tissues with the ghee by using the ghee. And the same thing here. And then the idea is that it's to draw out the toxins from the system, the fat soluble toxins, and bring them down into the gut. And then we eliminate. And the elimination process is castor oil. Now, some of you who may have taken castor oil as kids, I think used to be, well, it was really cod liver oil, I suppose, that people were given as kids, but castor oil is not very nice either. But you just have to take these things. I just block my nose and just drink the stuff. And then obviously castor oil has its effect of loosening the bowel and eliminating. So the idea is you eliminate out. Last year, for some reason, I didn't get to do this detox. I did the spring detox and I didn't do the autumn one. And I remember in September, I remember even saying it to Dr. Rajvinder, the amount of heat I felt in my body. I mean, I just felt this heat everywhere, and it was the first time I really realized that, the accumulation of pitta that was in the body there, and I kind of regretted not having done the detox because I would have eliminated all that heat out of the system. But as Rajvinder says, it's about keeping the immune system healthy. It's about getting rid of toxins. It's about eliminating the pitta in a very nice way, and that sets us up very nicely to go into the winter season, into the autumn and winter season. It's a 12-day detox. There's 3 days of eating light. It's all outlined in the book anyway. It's very, very, very important that if you go and do the detox, that you read. I'll send the book out to you the minute you book the detox, and then you have to read through it, because to be honest, everything's answered in the booklet. What happens is we get loads of questions on the calls that we do, and 90% of the questions are already answered in the detox booklet. It's just that people haven't read it. So I would say to you, please read the detox booklet. It outlines everything that you need to do every day. Dr. Rajvinder and Dr. Brennan designed the booklet, and we've tweaked it over the years, little changes here and there, but basically it's the same one and Dr. Brennan and Dr. Rajvinder designed it a couple of years back, and it's fantastic. It's got everything you need to know in it, the recipes and everything that's in it. So as I say, the starting time, we used to have a fixed starting time, but we found that didn't work. We had a lot of people couldn't start at that time, so now we have flexible starting times, 20th of September to the 30th of September. But once you start, you have to do 12 consecutive days. So that's very important you remember that. Whatever day you pick to go, you do 12 consecutive days. We only do this detox under medical supervision. We don't just send packs out to people and say, go ahead and do it. We only do it under medical supervision. So we will have a WhatsApp support group where people can ask questions. And then if people don't want to put, if it's something that they don't want to put on a WhatsApp group, a public WhatsApp group, you can contact Dr. Rajvinder privately on WhatsApp or by email. And if necessary, she'll ring you or she'll just respond by email. Rajvinder will judge the severity of what needs to be done, But generally, they're minor things. They're not huge things, But there's all that support there. And no matter what date you start, I mean, our first detox call, Zoom call, will probably be on the 20th. We haven't set those dates yet. But no matter, so let's say you're not even starting until the 30th, we'd still ask you to join all the Zoom calls. So because there will be questions asked that may be relevant to you. So we would ask you to join all the Zoom calls. The other thing I'd say, if you're thinking of doing this Autumn's detox, book it as soon as possible, because we need to get the detox pack out to you. So we'll probably close it off on the 15th, and that'll give time to get the detox packs. But if you're not living in Ireland or the UK, if you're in Europe or anywhere like that, then definitely book it now, because it takes up to 20 days to get the detox pack to you. If you're in the USA, unfortunately, we just discovered today we can no longer send product to the USA. We went to send the parcel there today, and the post office wouldn't take it off us. They said there's a whole new tariff system in place. We tried to navigate and we couldn't figure it out. So we've just decided not to send until it gets sorted out. We've just decided not to send to the USA. So I don't think the pack will get through to the USA. So, but anywhere in Europe, mainland Europe, especially within the EU, it's no issue. But it does take 15 to 20 days for the pack to get there, So, has anybody got any? Let's just take a look at the chats. If you're new to this format.
One more thing, the detox is usually people below 70, but I know I got some requests from people who are 70 plus, so I want them to do a short 30-minute consultation with me for me to assess them that they are eligible and they can go through the process, they have strength. Why is that? Because as we know, 60 is Vata phase of life, and as you move towards 70, that's your more into Vata phase of life. So if you have the strength, your digestion is good, and so you have. If I feel you're strong enough to go through the process, I'll approve. Otherwise, I have to say. So I highly encourage that you definitely get in touch with me if you are in that age group. So that it's safe enough to do that, because you want to keep your muscle mass, you don't want to lose weight, and the purging might be too much that you don't have the strength to go through this. So that's something that's like a little kind of keep in mind. Otherwise, I think it's okay.
You know, that's very important actually. If you're over 60 to check in with Dr. Rajvinder, there's no extra charge for that thing, but it's just to make sure that this is good for you, that this is beneficial for you. And I think there's three people, Rajvinder, I sent you names of three
Mm.
people that you need to do a little consultation with. I would say also, if you're under 60 but you have any sort of immunity condition, anything serious, any chronic illness, um, I will also say there's no harm in dropping Dr. Rajvinder an email just to see is it okay to go ahead, you know? And if Dr. Rajvinder feels that that needs a consultation, then she'll organize that. Otherwise, she'll just tell you either yes or no.
Yeah.
But if you have any serious chronic condition, um, then contact Dr. Rajvinder before doing this detox.
The
But that's
first
all
timer
in.
people, I don't know them. I will probably do a consultation with them because I need to know a lot. But they are with me for 12 days. It's better I do a consultation with them. And yeah, so I'll keep, usually I do full 1 hour session. So I think the 30 minutes will be fine. So the new people, I'm going to do a consultation. But if I know somebody and they want to know, so I know them very well, to say, okay, then that's fine to approve it through email or like I have some people say, I know they cannot, they need to be tweaked the dosage of this and might need to add some other herbs or something. So I kind of customize the plan for them.
Yeah. So don't be afraid to get in touch with Dr. Rajvinder if you're unsure about anything. Rajvinder at ayurveda.ie. Maybe you just want to type your email address into the chat box there, Rajvinder,
Mhm.
and people can. So Kate did the spring detox and felt great afterwards. Yeah, and most people feel great after the detox. They really do. I mean, and that's why we get so many people coming back and doing them every year, you know. So can we carry on work as well as detox, or do we need to take time off work? You can carry on work, but try not to take on too much. And certainly on the purgation days that you're taking
It's
castor oil,
better time off. That day you need to be off. No,
be off.
and work on that
The-
day.
yeah, you need that. So do that so that it's a Saturday or Sunday if you're working during the week.
Mm.
Uh, on the day that you take the castor oil, and try not to take on too much. Try not to take on too much if you can. Anything you can put off till after the
And you
detox,
stick
then.
with the dosage. I think that's okay. You stick with the dosage. So for some people that doesn't even work. Have to give them more, but for some people it is enough. So, but yeah, for the purge day, yeah, don't work. Stay near the toilet. You have to be near the toilet anyway. And you might be weak, but you're gonna really eat a very liquid diet for the day, and then you get your strength back by the evening, and then next day you might be able to rest and resume a bit of your work. But rest of the days, yeah, you're fine. I think you can work. Yeah.
Pamela says she won't be able to start until the 30th. That's fine, Pamela. You can start any time from the 20th to the 30th, and the support is there until the 12th of October. So, and it'll be on the WhatsApp group and everything. All the support will be there until the end of that time. But if you're starting after the 30th, well, you can't start after the 30th, basically. So, yeah, but the 30th is fine. Is the removed gallbladder a contraindication for this seasonal detox, oleation and virechina?
Mm. And could you send me an email and send a bit more information that it was recently removed or is it removed for a while? Then probably have to change the dosage. Virachina is not really a problem. It's the oleation probably because you can't digest the fat if you don't have the gallbladder. So I think that need to be tweaked. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're meeting Donka anyway, I think.
Oh, is it
You're
okay? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So you have to do a little consultation with
Mm.
Donka just to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
if
I
it's
have to
yeah.
do come. Yeah.
So which day is the purge day? I don't have the document right in
Day
front of me. Can you?
nine.
Day
Day
nine.
nine. Because it's
Day
a
nine is
12
purge.
days. So first 3 days you're fasting. First 3 days nothing. You're getting off coffee, you're getting off sugar, you're getting off refined carbs, you're getting off any habit you have because you're not allowed coffee, you're not allowed sugar, and
Alcohol.
you're not allowed bread, you're not allowed like so those 3 days are given to even start preparing beforehand. You're coming off all these food items. So you are basically eating a plant-based diet really. You will be using ghee for cooking, but it's mostly vegetable, lentils, beans, the quinoa, that kind of thing. So you have to come off all the other food items, dairy, sugar, wheat products, so that you're not having cravings. So the first 3 days are just that, and then for ladies, it's 3 days of ghee. For men, it's 4 days of ghee. And then for day 5, you kind of massage yourself, and then you in the evening you take a hot shower or hot bath so that the toxins move from bloodstream to the gut. And then 3 days, 4, 5, 6. So 7 you're massaging. So for ladies, it'll be day 8, and for men, it'll be day 9 that they're purging. And then after that 3 days again, you're slowly getting back to the normal diet.
Okay, so day 8 for ladies and day 9 for men.
Yeah.
Uh, is the start connected with Ikadashi days?
Just do double check in your booklet. Yeah, do double check it.
Yeah, and not particularly, Donka. We tried having specific days and it didn't really work. Ikadashi, I think, is 11 days after the full moon. I think there's a full moon coming up, so it might work out okay. You could actually start it on Ikadashi day, which would be a good day to do it because it's a good day to fast anyway. It's recommended to eat lightly on I think it's 11 days before the full moon and 11 days after the full moon. So you could actually start it on that day if you wanted. I have suspected thyroid dysfunction still being assessed and not confirmed and want to know if it is okay for detox. On the other hand, will this improve the thyroid function?
It
From
will be
side.
very good for hyperactive thyroid, and depends on which category you're hypo or hyper or Hashimoto. I don't think any contraindication with that one, and it actually should improve because the purpose of the detox is bring the inflammation down, and sometimes thyroid function could be inflammation. So yeah, you should be okay. But if there is any problem digesting fat, if it's a sluggish thyroid, then we need to change it a little bit.
Yeah, can you repeat which day is the purge day for ladies? I actually can't open that file, Rajvinder, because I am
I think it's day
for
8
this.
as far as because for ladies the day of geese are 1 day shorter than the men. So let me double check.
Yeah.
So day 3 is the light diet, and day 4, day 7, 4, 5, and 4 days of ghee. Let's go. Yeah, day 9, day 8, day 9.
Well, which one is it?
Probably day 9 actually. Day 9, because day 8 is your what you call it, massage day, Abhyanga day.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So
then
have you got the booklet open?
yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, so day 4 you start your ghee, and then there are 4 days that you have to take ghee, and then 1 minute.
Elimination day 9.
3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, men are actually starting their ghee on day 3, and ladies are starting their ghee on day 4. So it's a day 9. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's day 9. Okay, we might as well be clear on that. Yeah, so
Okay, I was
that's
a
what
little
I
bit
have.
confused,
Yeah.
like that should be day 8. No, so ladies are doing fasting for 3 days, and men are doing fasting for 2 days. And they're starting their ghee on day 3, and ladies are starting the ghee on day 4. So everybody purge day will be day 9.
Day 9.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. It's a low thyroid function. Um, so send me an email, Sai. I will change the dosage a little bit. Usually it's fine, but just with
Well, that's
sometimes
Kate.
it's slug. I know the Sai is a low thyroid function.
All right. Okay.
And the
Right.
Kate has Hashimoto. Yeah, Hashimoto is more kind of autoimmune, which we kind of relate with pitta imbalance anyway. So yeah, so you're fluctuating. So I think you'll be fine. Yeah, with the dosage. But do send me an email. I'll have a little look again. If you have any blood test or anything like that, do send that.
Yeah. Well, Pamela, you get the booklet, and there's lots of different foods that that you need for the recipes. So that's why
So
it's
you
important.
need ghee, moong dal, quinoa, your vata churna or pitta churna, those kind of things. Yeah,
Pitta
it's all
churna comes in the
mentioned.
pack anyway, in the
Oh,
detox
it's in the
pack.
back.
But
Yeah. So yeah,
yeah,
it's mentioned in the booklet. Once you get the booklet, you arrange things. Yeah.
this is why we start promoting this detox very early because we want people to, book it early and then, have plenty of time to build up and get everything in for it, so that they're not all rushing and panicking at the last minute and causing themselves stress. So there's lots of recipes in the booklet, and there are lots of things that you can buy, lots of different foods that it's good to have in the house for the period. I mean, everything essential that you need for the detox is in the detox pack, but obviously not your meals and all that sort of stuff. So if you want to do it in the best way possible, it's best to follow the recipes that Dr. Rajvinder gives, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's it. I will send this out. Hopefully, there's a lot of people wanted to see this, but just couldn't come on this evening. But we'll send it out. If you're thinking of booking, it's in the newsletter. The link is in the newsletter as well. So do it sooner rather than later. But by the 15th at the very latest, and that's only if you're in Ireland and the UK. And then we can't even guarantee you'll have your pack by the 20th, but you should definitely have it by the 30th. So you'll be able to start it at some stage there, you know. Okay, I think that's it. And then, unless there's anything else you need to say, Rajvinder?
No, that's it. Yeah, just usually, just read the booklet, highlight the points that you need to remember, especially the dosage of ghee, highlight that, what dosage you're taking. It's on a piece of paper on the fridge or somewhere so that you remember. And be free on the purge day. Don't do anything on that day. You expecting 6, 7 up to 10 bowel movements, so you'll be tired. So then you're eating light because your agni, your digestive fire is very low, and you have to build it up again slowly. So don't rush to the bigger meals immediately on like day 10, day 11. Again, like liquid diet, semi-solid, solid diet. And after day 12, like we will be doing Zoom call on this anyway, but after day 12, you're kind of resuming a bit of your normal diet if you're eating animal protein, so that everything comes after day 12, nothing before. The big thing people do mistake is rushing into food after detox because they're tired, they're hungry, but it's called autophagy, where you're fasting, you feel the starvation, you're letting your cells starve a little bit, and that's where the good cells are able to survive, and dead cells are eaten by your own good cells. That's called autophagy. So to activate autophagy, fasting is very important. So don't rush into after the detox. It's very, very important, as it is important to go through the detox process. After post detox is very important as well. So, well, we will have Zoom call when you start the detox, somewhere in the middle, somewhere I think on the purge day or after purge day, to go through what food to introduce and how to go slowly about it. So these are the main things that you keep in mind, that I'm not rushing to be even hard food on day 10, day 11. They are very important to keep it light, because your agni is fast and the ghee is kind of digesting your agni, and agni will digest the ghee, and you're not hungry. You may not be too hungry on the ghee day, like your day 4, day 5, you're building up on the dosage of ghee. And if you're not hungry, don't eat bigger portion of food. Just self-reflect on, like, am I okay for my lunch? Do I have dinner as well? Even the quantity, some people even say the quantity in the detox booklet is too much for them, so their hunger also go down that much. So it's also a bit of self-reflection, and then coming out of it is also very important. So step by step, slowly, make sure you understand everything. That's what I'll say.
Okay, Pamela, we provide the medicated ghee that's in your detox pack. Medicated ghee, pitta tea, pitta churna, the castor oil, and the detox powder as well. So all those items are in your detox pack, you know. Okay, everybody, thanks a million. Thanks for coming on. Hopefully we'll see you on the detox. We'll be having some autumn webinars. We'll keep you informed about them. Just keep an eye on the newsletter, and we'll keep you informed about those things. Okay, thank you very much for coming on. See you all. Thanks, Dr. Rajvinder.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.